person that says, as soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. Disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you got to have disappointment. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have. That winning culture, and you got to be able to connect that basketball team to the support system within that community. One of the biggest reasons why I bought the team initially, I felt the team was under preserved, under operated because they were not connected to the community. I always wanted to be connected to basketball because my love is always going to be towards basketball. And the best way that I think I can pass on the knowledge that I have for the game of basketball to tomorrow's players is through ownership. Being able to earn the respect of the players, be able to communicate with the players, to give them the understanding what it takes to play in the league and to excel within the league. There was a process with that as well. And it's dots being connected. It's basketball, something that, when the shoes were at its peak, I played at a high level. And consumers saw that, and it basically authenticated everything about that shoe. What we've been able to maintain is being able to communicate to the consumer from an ownership standpoint, their preference for that product.
Do you spend a lot of time
I spend
in
a lot.
the shoe business?
I spend most of if you look at all my portfolio of things that I'm involved in, my strongest passion outside of the ownership of the Hornets is the Jordan brand. Because to me, I can impact that in a much greater sense. To be able to continually talk to that consumer, interact with that consumer. It's not a draft. It's not, it's not where I'm, dependent on how the season ends to determine if I have a draft pick in the first 12 or 13 picks. So if I had to pick of all the things that I'm involved in, the most important is the Jordan brand because it is my DNA. It is who I am. My biggest problem from a competitive standpoint is the focus of today's athlete and the focus of where I saw the game, how I pursued the game. It changes and it's totally different. So to me, for me to ask an individual to focus on the game the way I played the game, in some ways would be, unfair for that kid to have to endure that. And if he didn't do it, no telling where my emotions would be. I don't think I would have the patience for it. So in essence, coaching is something that I've never really felt I could do from an emotional standpoint because I'm much different and I have a different perception about things than what the kids do today.